Playwright is a common tool or framework you can call, which is getting popular, right? It's there for the last 5 years in the market, right? And many people are learning it. But the first question they get is which programming language to be used, because there are multiple languages available. For example, .NET, that is C sharp, and then Java is there, right? And then Python is also there, plus TypeScript is also there, right? So many people are coming from Selenium background who have learned Selenium first, right? So they would prefer Java, right? Because many people have done their learning in Selenium with Java, right? So their preference is Java or maybe Python in most cases. But in this video, we'll see that which one is the best language. I will share my analysis. Let's begin. I have created a comparison between the various programming languages, right? So, which you can see on my screen, right? So, let's compare it to decide that which one we have to use, right? So, here it's written that native API, right? And these are the bindings which are officially provided, right? Not a third party one, but it is provided by them. So, if you see in TypeScript, this is the primary implementation. So, all the code is written in TypeScript, right? Originally. But these languages are providing a wrapper, right? Whenever there is a wrapper, right, there might be a slight delay as well, right? When you execute in this, because here it will be called by this, right? Now that's why you see here, right? I'll not read all of them, but see some of the important one, right? This is the fastest because here we are directly using that code, but from these languages we are trying to call that as well, right? Also, there are many places you will see built-in written, right? Because of this built-in, there are better things which are available. I'll go to the site also and share those things as well. So if you see here, in case of Java, we are dependent on JUnit test ng, right? Here we are dependent on PyTest. Here we are dependent on NUnit. So when I say dependent, the problem happens is whatever are the weaknesses of these frameworks, you have to bear with them, right? Like those things, if they are not available, let's say in NUnit, you cannot do parallelism, let's say in a single file, right? I'm just taking an example, right? Or maybe in PyTest, right? They have told that use xdist, right? So in PyTest, they have told to use xdist, right? I have used that, but there are some problem that comes. So I filed an issue on GitHub as well, right? So here you get the reporting also inbuilt, right? But here you are dependent on the third parties plugin, right? So till now, if you see on this page, we'll go to the next also. There are some other differences as well. TypeScript is clearly the winner here, right? If we see, and going to the next page, so now again comes this important part, the built-in, right? This parallel execution is most important, right? It is very good here if you compare it to this PyTest distribute or NUnit parallelism, right? Because they have built it thinking or taking TypeScript into their consideration, right? Also, the community size is largest. Because of this, you will see that there are a lot of plugins that are built here. But if you see Java, I'll show you on their site as well that these places there is less plugins that people are creating, right? So, for example, I'll show you from Pramod Yadav. He has create one, and there is something called as Autonomy report, and many people are creating it, right? Because most of the people are using in TypeScript, many people are creating using this, right? So it's not that you cannot do in these languages, right? I worked on a project for 1.5 years, which was there in NUnit, right? Or C sharp. They started with this and already spent 6 months, right? But I would feel that like even if you can migrate here, and if you are starting from scratch, always pick this, right? Try to avoid this. Like there may be some factors that okay, there are some utilities, let's say development team is working on, and they are in these languages and they are super useful for you, right? Then probably you can maybe work in these languages, but so mostly prefer TypeScript, right? Unless you have a very strong reason, right? You are maybe working on a particular tech where people are writing on a, like for example, if you are working in Kafka, right? And your development team is working in Java and they have written utilities by which you can read messages from Kafka and right derive it, right? And there are not people in testing or automation who can maybe create those utilities in TypeScript, then probably prefer that language. But otherwise, I would strongly suggest you to just use TypeScript only. So if you see here, I have opened various pages where you will see it, right? Like for example, here on the TypeScript page, there are 1,000 plus packages that are there, right? If I go on the Maven repository, there are just 92 results, right? At the same time, if I go on Naked packages, again, there is, so similarly on Python, you will see that there are less or maybe less relevant ones, right? So this was the tool I was talking about, right? So which Pramod has created, which can do the sharding in such a way that you can reduce the time. It uses the parallelism in a proper way, right? So this is also created for TypeScript, right? Similarly, there are other like Autonomy report and all, right? And also, if I go on the official website, right? So this is Autonomy report. This is created by Kaushik, I think, right? So if this also you want to use, you should have this npm, right? This TypeScript package, right? Also, if you see by default, whenever you open the documentation, things will come from TypeScript only, right? And if you see here, like there are many places, for example, visual comparison. If I go to Java, you will see this page is not coming, right? Because they have not designed it or told it how it will work there, right? So you will not be able to use all of the features in a proper way. Like for example, parallelism. If I go in .NET, right, so they are telling us, right, how you can use n unit part of it, but again, parallelism, that section is not explicitly there, right? Similarly, test sharding, which is a very important feature, right? Similarly, if you see reporters here, and if I go to Java, right, so exact section of reporters might not be there, right? So that is the problem, right? You cannot make the full advantage of the tool because of this, right? So you can see like various things I have opened here, where if you go to the other language, you will not find it, right? So that's the problem. So that's why I would recommend to use TypeScript. And if you are considering between TypeScript and JavaScript, they both are almost same, right? All the TypeScript code gets converted into JavaScript first, right? So whether you write it in JavaScript or TypeScript, they are mostly the same. But since they have given most of the code in TypeScript, right? So that way it would be easier for you, right, to maybe follow it. If you want anything, you can refer the official website, right? So that way it would be easier. So my recommended language would be TypeScript because of all these reasons if you are starting from scratch, unless you have those reasons that we discuss in between. So thank you so much for watching. Do comment that which one you are using and if you are facing any issues or not, and what is your recommendation. Thank you so much for watching this video.